Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on the Green Man Gaming Bundle Metroidvania Madness Bundle of July 2026. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you the viewers for watching my videos. I hope they're helpful. Most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Laika, Aged Through Blood, a unique Metroidvania adventure that shakes up the Metroidvania formula with its bite-based mechanics and rich emotional storytelling. This game offers an intense post-apocalyptic adventure filled with heart-pounding action. You step into the shoes of Laika, a coyote warrior on a dirt bike, as she seeks revenge and battles enemy clans. The combat and exploration revolve around your bike, where stunts like mid-air flips are essential, not just for tricks, but for critical mechanics like reloading your revolver or deflecting enemy bullets. This challenging yet thrilling system requires quick reflexes as you dodge, shoot, and flip through desolate landscapes, often in slow-motion bullet-time sequences. The game's hand-painted art style sets a bleak Western-inspired tone, while its emotional story delves deep into themes of loss, generational trauma, and survival. Along the way, you'll meet quirky characters in your village and complete quests to unravel more of the world's lore. While the game's trial and error combat may test your patience, especially during tough boss battles, the satisfaction of mastering its mechanics and the rewarding exploration make it worth the effort. The soundtrack, crafted by Bakeley, adds another layer of depth, perfectly capturing the world's melancholic beauty. If you crave a fresh spin on classic exploration games, Laika, Aged Through Blood delivers an unforgettable ride through a harsh yet captivating world. At number 2 we have Bow, Path of the Teal Lotus, a sensational Metroidvania that distinguishes itself through breathtaking visuals and exceptional movement mechanics. You play as Bow, a tiny fox yokai descending from the heavens to save a world steeped in Japanese mythology from a looming dark threat. While the start might feel standard with basic jumping and staff swinging, you'll quickly discover that hitting enemies or objects grants an extra jump, enabling exhilarating aerial acrobatics. As you progress through the 6 to 8 hour campaign, you unlock new abilities like a ground pound, projectile deflection, and an air dash. These tools not only enrich combat, but also allow you to access hidden collectibles, such as equipable charms that provide passive buffs, making the exploration of previously visited areas deeply rewarding. Combat involves using your staff and specialized Daruma blobs, which consume TE you collect by hitting enemies. This creates a compelling risk-reward loop during intense boss encounters where your teapot serves as your only source of healing. Despite the brilliance, you might find the narrative a bit middling, and the final boss presents a significant difficulty spike. The long run back after failing this encounter can feel frustrating. However, these are minor hiccups in an otherwise masterfully crafted experience. With its Hokusai-inspired art and satisfying fluid gameplay, this game demands your attention. If you appreciate deep movement-focused combat and rewarding exploration, Bow, Path of the Teal Lotus is an absolute must-play that stands as one of the best Metroidvania experiences available today. At number 3 we have GRIME, a unique and challenging Metroidvania that offers a rocky, mysterious, and engaging experience. As you delve into the game's world, you take on the role of a character who undergoes a bizarre transformation, becoming a stone-like being with a black hole for a head. The setting is a realm where nearly all inhabitants are constructed of living stone, ranging from misshapen golems to smoothly carved living statues. The narrative of GRIME revolves around your quest to navigate through a tiered society of rock people, battling adversaries and devouring their essence to grow stronger. The world building is intriguing, with a focus on the character's relentless pursuit of ascension. Your interactions with the various beings in this world, from devoted followers to formidable foes, add depth to the story and keep you engaged throughout your journey. GRIME's diverse environments, despite their grotesque and unsettling nature, are a visual treat. The game takes you through dark caverns, eye-filled caves, crumbling statue-filled deserts, and even gardens of predatory rock-plant hybrids. Gameplay-wise, GRIME follows the Metroidvania formula. You explore intricate environments, acquire new abilities, and progress through the story by defeating enemies and unlocking new areas. The traversal abilities, such as dashing, pulling objects, and double jumping, are introduced in a meaningful progression, adding depth to the platforming elements. The combat system in GRIME is engaging, offering various weapons and customization options tied to different stats. You can also parry enemy attacks and absorb their essence to power up your character. The game rewards strategic combat and offers multiple ways to customize your playstyle. However, GRIME does have some downsides, particularly in terms of checkpoints and fast travel. The game can be stingy with both, which can lead to frustrating moments, especially in challenging sections. Despite this, overcoming these challenges is immensely satisfying. GRIME is a beautifully crafted Metroidvania with a captivating story, diverse environments, and engaging combat. While it has a few issues with checkpoints and fast travel, the overall experience is rewarding and enjoyable. If you're a fan of Metroidvania games with challenging gameplay, GRIME is a polished gem worth exploring. And number 4 we have Islets, a game that invites you into a charming world where courageous mice embark on heroic quests amidst floating islands and sky pirates. As Aiko, a brave mouse armed with a magical quiver of arrows, you traverse through various biomes, encountering challenges, enemies, and secrets along the way. The game combines Metroidvania mechanics with adorable aesthetics, offering standard yet well-incorporated gameplay elements. As you progress, unlocking upgrades through mouse tokens adds depth to the progression system, keeping you engaged without fear of losing progress upon death. While the early levels ease you into the gameplay, later challenges introduce increased difficulty, particularly with boss battles that demand precise timing and strategy. Despite occasional frustrations, the satisfying flow of levels and the ability to unlock shortcuts enhance the overall experience. Islets captivates with its colorful visuals, adorable character design, and vibrant personality, creating an immersive world that exudes wholesomeness. While it doesn't introduce groundbreaking mechanics, its polished execution and attention to detail make it a delightful experience for fans of the genre. Islets may not revolutionize the Metroidvania genre, but its adorable charm, solid mechanics, and meticulous level design make it a worthwhile addition to any player's library. If you're seeking a heartwarming adventure with enjoyable platforming and combat, Islets is definitely worth exploring. And number 5 we have Afterimage, a magical Metroidvania emerges as a strong title in its genre, offering a captivating 30-hour experience. As you guide Rennie, an amnesiac woman, and her floating companion Ifri through the lands of Engarden, the anime-inspired narrative begins modestly but evolves into a compelling journey of self-discovery and environmental exploration. The game's hand-drawn anime-inspired art style brings Engarden to life, with vibrant colors portraying both thriving nature and desolation. The narrative delves into themes of selfish desires, faith, and breaking cycles of violence, providing a rich backdrop to the Metroidvania experience. The environmental storytelling adds depth to each area, enhancing the overall narrative. Afterimage's strength lies in its open-ended sections, requiring careful exploration to unveil the vast setting. Traversal upgrades, like double jumping and underwater navigation, feel satisfying and seamlessly integrate into Rennie's controls. While some platforming quirks exist, the game's precise controls and well-placed respawn points make challenges both enjoyable and manageable. Combat in Afterimage is equally satisfying, offering various weapon types with distinct advantages. The introduction of magic adds a ranged dimension, though its viability compared to weapons may vary. Boss fights are plentiful and challenging, with interesting patterns to memorize. However, the balance can be disrupted by the player's exploration choices, leading to encounters that feel either too easy or overly challenging. Despite some exploits and quirks, Afterimage remains a magical gem for Metroidvania enthusiasts, offering a core experience that engages with its rich world, satisfying combat, and exhilarating platforming. And number 6 we have Vomitoreum, a first-person shooter developed by Scumhead using the GZ Doom engine, best described as a surrealist love child of Metroid and Doom, and raised by Dark Souls. If you appreciate comic horror and old-school shooters, this game is worth your time. Visually, the game is a masterclass in unsettling design. Heavily inspired by surrealist artist Zdzislaw Beksinski, every sprite oozes Lovecraftian dread. The environments are deeply strange, featuring a mix of dark medieval fantasy and diesel punk aesthetics. The sound design complements its atmosphere perfectly. The ambient noise and jarring gothic organ tracks effectively evoke isolation and madness. The gameplay functions as a 2.5D boomer shooter with a few distinct twists. You'll navigate tight spaces by shifting into a feral form, a mechanic reminiscent of Metroid's Morph Ball, and utilize save masons to manage your progress. While the map design and encounters are excellent, the game can feel fairly easy due to infinite ammo, which removes some of the tension. Additionally, some mechanics, such as the light homunculus pathfinding, can occasionally slow the pacing. The narrative is undeniably bleak, casting you as an artificial being created to stop an apocalypse that has already devastated the world. It is a story less about prevention and more about revenge. Although the experience is relatively short, usually lasting under 3 hours, its atmospheric commitment to genuine surrealist horror makes it a refreshing departure from standard genre tropes. In a bundle, it remains an essential pick for fans of atmospheric, challenging, and artistically daring independent shooters. And that's all for this bundle. The Metroidvania Madness bundle is a solid grab if your library is looking a little light, especially with bangers like GRIME, Islets, and Path of the Teal Lotus in the mix. Just a heads up though, if you've been hunting deals for a while, you might already own a few of these titles since they've been heavily rebundled elsewhere. Check your backlog before pulling the trigger, but for the price, it is a killer way to stock up on top tier exploration. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.